You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the West of Perdition storyline and may contain spoilers for adventures contained in Things from the Flood and Out of Time, published by Free League. The following content may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the teens reconvene to confront Annie Rock.
Good evening. J104.5 and Matt Carthy here with your Workday Wind Down. Hope everybody out there had a wonderful Monday. I'll be getting you back to the music shortly, but a quick news update. Appalachian Power is investigating some electrical issues along Courthouse Road and South Walker Street in Princeton. They recommend to unplug all valuable electronics as they remedy the issue. Another warm and dry one today. Let's see if we can get some wet weather vibes towing. I Wish It Would Rain Down by Phil Collins. Coming up next, J104.5.
So, Tristan, you look at this map and you know a little bit of geometry. You're able to take a different pencil or something and correct that circle a little bit, take some measurements, and you're able to find a precise center that just so happens to be in the exact same neighborhood that Adam and Annie Rock live in.
Oh yeah, we have to go to somebody's house.
And you're probably,
So, why are we
it's
going
not
to
that
somebody's house?
detailed of a map, but you're probably within about one or two houses of where their actual address is, if you had to guess.
Drugs. So, what happened to our teacher?
I'm talking about the van. Okay.
No!
I mean, Coach makes me take drugs, so what kind of drugs are...
Apparently a weaponized one. So, it's what happened to our librarian. She, was injected with this stuff and her breathing stopped. Her heart rate still beats. But her skin becomes really tough and it's like a graph. And you can cut into it and everything underneath your normal skin, but like stuff leaks out of it. And this drug is what's, people are getting injected with, and 3 people have been injected with it already.
So, what episode of Star Trek is this now?
What?
We're stuck in a bubble in a field that can't get out of, and there's genetic virusy things going on. Seems like an episode of a really cheesy sci-fi.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good. I'm glad I know I didn't lose the last of this when we ate those pickled pig's feet.
No.
I had to make sure I wasn't hallucinating.
I think they were expired.
Ugh.
I mean, at least you guys have corn now.
Then the cucumber is good for, like, cleansing
Yeah.
the remnants of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
get that out of your system, buddy.
Yeah.
You all are...
Mama Willow's got you.
It's okay. Just have another cute. It's fine.
I also have tomatoes. I'll cut them up for you guys.
Willow's in her element right now. Like, she's loving this. The 2 pairs have independently determined that the house of Adam and Annie Rock is a point of interest. Adam Rock, you believe, who is appears to be a victim of some type of abuse, is safely holed up in the hospital. Annie Rock, we're not sure where she is.
Oh yeah, and she's crazy. I'm pretty sure she would have stabbed
Like
me.
crazy in the crazy or crazy in the
Crazy and mood swing crazy.
oh. Ooh. Remember the time when Aunt Meredith came in?
Yeah. Wait, what? How did we get rid of her?
I mean, if it's anything like Tristan's ex-girlfriend crazy, then you chase her off.
We don't like to talk about that.
Was Matt out for that one?
You know who remember? Ben would remember. I'm going to pull over and call Ben.
You can pull over and call Ben?
Yeah, my cousin who's at Concord.
Okay. Well, he's roasting corn and they're doing like the map stuff. You could probably run into the hospital and they've got a payphone there like right at the entrance. If you want to give Ben a call.
Yeah, I'll go call Ben, my cousin at Concord.
Is that your
he's
anchor?
my anchor.
Okay, so
I give you the thumbs up as I just continue roasting corn. Tell him I said hi. Let me know how that goes. Because I want to know how we got rid of her. I don't remember.
So yeah, you get a hold of Ben. It's like, hey, it's Ben.
Hey, Ben, it's Tony.
Tony. What's up, Tony?
You know, me and Eddie were talking, and you remember last Christmas or 2 Christmases ago when Meredith had her episode?
Oh, that was 2 Christmases ago. Because last Christmas she wasn't there because your mom said that she wasn't allowed. And yeah, oh my gosh, like
so we were laughing. We remember most of the story. We just can't remember how we got her out of the house.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, your mom kept telling her that she needed to get back on her medications, right? And she kept saying like, I'd taken all my medications. Stop saying I'm medicated. And your mom made her think that she was on like, I don't know, some type of mood stabilizer or something. She made some shit up, and like Meredith bought it, and she thought that maybe that she'd forgotten to take one of her pills, so she had to leave and go back to the hotel because she's in town, and she thought that she had messed up her pills and she couldn't find it, and then she went psycho over there, got kicked out of the Holiday Inn. Like, I mean, at that point, it was no longer our problem. Oh my god!
When is she supposed to get out again?
I don't care.
You know, Dad's back in, right?
What? Oh, like in Princeton or in like county?
Like he's in county.
Oh, okay.
He's at his home away from home.
Okay, he's gotcha. Vacay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think home might actually be a vacay from there.
Well, I mean,
it's usually a pretty short stay.
Yeah. Well, at both places, it's. Gosh,
how's the Concord, man?
Well, I mean, we just started up. I mean, I had this one chemistry class where, like, as soon as they gave the syllabus, like, he started teaching.
What?
Like, I mean, normally first day of class they give you syllabus and like we'll see you next time. But he honest to God started talking about covalent bonds and said, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "We're doing this, aren't we?" Like, I'm already over that class.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stick with baseball.
Trust me, like you might be better off. Like they're gonna make you do like a basic science class. Don't pick chemistry. Pick like geology.
It's like rocks and stuff.
That's right. But honest, like you've learned like 3 different types of rocks. There's like 120 elements on this damn table. You'll have to learn 3 different types of rocks, trust me. And you get to go on field trips. Okay. You know what we do here? Experiments where you drip one clear liquid into another clear liquid and ooh, it's purple.
Yeah, I think I'm
trying my best to make it sound interesting, okay? I'm trying here. Take geology.
Okay. Do I have to take a science?
I think that if you go to Concord, they're going to make you take a science, brother.
Hopefully this baseball will some palms.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, sure.
I'm trying to get out of Princeton. Speaking of, we can't get out of Princeton.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When's the last time you tried to come into town?
Well, I had a test I had a test today, so I stayed in this weekend. I don't know, like, I came in like after move-in, and I came in a week after, and I mean, I don't know, a week or so. Now I think it's been super boring up here. There's nothing in Athens. Don't come to Athens.
I've been up there a few times.
Go to like Marshall or WVU or whoever's going to give you money that's not a single A boring. Don't. If it's got like Wesleyan in the name, don't go. If it's got just go somewhere with a city, dude. Like,
I'm trying to get out of state.
Okay, I mean, go for it. I have to drive 20 minutes to get to Princeton.
But
Tell me, like, that's... All right, man, I got to go off here. The phone's beeping. I think my roommate's getting a call in. He's expecting a call from his girlfriend or something, so...
all right, I'll talk to you later, Ben.
All right, see you later. You erase those conditions. So, you all have...
Corn.
I mean, I also
Gentlemen, behold! Corn!
with salt.
If you keep roasting, you might have popcorn.
You,
We're not in the right season for that one yet.
Nope.
So, you...
That's what we should pick up. We should pick up some Jiffy Pop and Sterno.
I mean, you can also cook like the tomato and cucumber if you really felt like being creative.
So you're probably saying that to me when he comes back. You cooked the tomato after creative. I'm like, ugh.
Let's stick with the roasted corn. You all have an idea
Salsa.
so you know where Annie and Adam Rock live. Coincidentally, happens to be the epicenter of what's going on right now. And confirmed, Annie Rock is a bit of a psycho.
Yeah.
That's what half of this game
You
is,
want to
is
go to
improv.
Annie's house.
Yep, we're going.
Okay. You've fortified yourself with a meal.
Yep.
You've
Not hungry now.
rested and relaxed. You are heading your way up to Annie Rock's house. Well, they're up in the nicer neighborhood, so everyone's got
Are
a
we
bit
taking just the one? Are we taking the van or are we taking both cars?
of however you want to do it.
I just thought it might be important.
You want to take both?
I'm not complaining, but
Okay.
Oh, we can take both.
So both
Yeah, we can
vehicles,
take both.
I didn't know if we wanted to pay hospital parking.
they actually don't charge parking there.
Oh,
I
Still
mean,
don't.
if you want, you can ride in the Volkswagen and Tristan will ride with him in the Camaro.
I'm a lot of work in this.
He and I just kind of glare at each other. I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
So you all pair up the way you normally have. They've got the address, so you follow them up to the nice like housing development.
Like,
You've got the exact address, and they've got this very nice 2-story, it almost looks like a chalet because it's got like this triangular like roof in the front, and the front is pretty much like all glass, and that the second story dangling down from below is like this chandelier.
Okay.
It's a very nice place that they have here. Most of the lights in the front of the house are on, but you know, it being so wide open, you can't really see anybody kind of moving about in there. But
is there a car in the driveway?
there is a car in the driveway.
Okay. I drive past their house and parked on the block.
Okay.
This isn't my first rodeo. Dad's taken me on a few trips.
So you
we both know exactly what we're doing here.
so the van parks, and you all go like a block past, and you're wondering like, they saw us stop. I wonder what they're.
It's all good. It's all good.
Then we come
I guess
walking
you'll, like-
back up.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
I
like she
make sure
didn't
I
park
grab
too
the
close to the house,
other
like maybe like
toolkit, as in
one or
the-
2 houses down.
Yeah.
but,
So
like, still.
yeah. So you all, no one parked like immediately in front. So you all do your normal thing. You park where you were taught to park, and you all reconvene.
And we get the the toolkit, just not in the crazy
I've
toolbox.
got my
Right.
Letterman jacket on.
I give you the knife.
Yeah. So you've got like a tool belt or something, like an abbreviated version of your toolkit that you think you need.
I've got my
Yeah.
baseball bat out of the trunk of my car too.
Yeah. So you've got
A weapon.
I got a weapon too. It's called a
Yeah.
hammer.
you all approach the house, and something kind of strange happens. All the lights are on in the front, and you see them like dim for a second, and kind of flicker, and then come back on.
Does it smell like ozone?
Not out here, no.
Okay.
But you do see like this flicker, and it comes back on. Almost reminds me of like an insect hitting like one of those like fly traps, like the electric fly traps. Like it's sort of like almost a short circuit and like kicks back on.
I don't have a weapon.
How many horses do you think they're running in that to generate that kind of power?
I don't know. I don't hear a generator though.
Yeah, it's what's bugging me.
This is weirder and weirder.
It does. I don't like it. I'd rather have dinner with Meredith again.
Huh?
I'd rather have dinner with Meredith again.
Oh, she's nuts.
So you've got
well, I give you the knife so you can keep yourself safe, but what should I take? I don't really have anything.
got corn.
You got a pretty big cucumber.
I don't think that'll help.
She might be really into, exfoliating.
I think she'd probably try to stab me on sight.
I've got another bat in my.
Yeah, you got a spare baseball bat?
I've got a couple of them.
So
Actually, I probably have a broken one.
okay.
Like the handle.
All right. So he's got a broken bat that might be a bit more suited for your stature. I'll let you put that down as like a +1 item.
Okay.
Just a broken bat. So you approach the house. You've got a very welcoming front door that's placed center of this house. You imagine there's probably like a back entrance as well, if that's something that we're if that's something you'd like to approach. I promise we're getting towards the conclusion of this.
I'm being summoned. Like, where are you at?
So you said there's a front door. Is there a back door?
Yeah, if you walk around the house, there's definitely a back door, but the front door is the one that seems like right here, welcoming.
I'd rather try the back door.
Absolutely. So, would you like to sneak around there?
Yes.
Okay. So give me a sneak check. This is going to be normal difficulty. Failure means that you weren't as sneaky as you thought you were.
Okay. I succeed with 1.
Okay. So, so all the boys are trying to determine like how to case this joint, whatever. Willow, a woman of action, it's like, where did she go? And she has sneaked around to the back of the house. Now, the back of the house has it's the back of the house. There's a deck, and the deck has like a grill and a few chairs and sort of a banister to keep anyone from falling, because it's sort of close to you. You had to go up a hill to get to this housing development, and they're kind of close to the hill, so this would prevent someone from having like a really nasty fall. But there is a back door there with like a screen door. We'll call it a sliding door. So it's like a screen slide in addition to like the glass sliding door.
After.
She doesn't need to be back there by herself.
As you're looking, you can kind of look back here, and there's a few curtains and stuff you can kind of peek behind. There aren't nearly as many lights on the back of the house. You feel like these sliding doors probably lead to like the kitchen or dining room. That's what they would normally lead to in this particular kind of blueprint. But you can't really get a good visual verification because it's pretty dark on the inside on this side of the house. You can see light kind of peering in from like it bleeding from like the front of the house to the back, but it's pretty devoid of light back here.
Okay. Now I do my glow in the dark bracelets. I'm kidding.
You want them to?
I mean, she probably would be wearing glow in the dark bracelets.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
and there's like not even like any porch lights or anything on. There's no motion detector or anything. Like the only thing anyone could see is like this little UFO looking thing glowing faintly in the darkness.
Yeah, let's go around back.
Besides, that tall us never go through the front door.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
climbing up to that window to your bedroom.
Are the lights on upstairs?
yeah, so like the whole front of the house is almost open floor plan with like you can see the whole 2 stories.
Okay.
So it's almost like the living room area, and you can kind of see like a loft that would lead to like bedrooms, maybe bathrooms, something like that upstairs. You don't see any motion or anything like that.
Okay.
I would recommend whoever has the best stealth to make a stealth roll. Or sneak roll, sorry. Wrong game.
I've got
Addition bleed.
I can do 7.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
yeah,
whoever's doing whoever's best do theirs, because one of the bonus effects you can do is give a success to somebody else.
2 successes.
Okay, so not only can you sneak back there, but you can give a success to somebody else. I will let somebody else roll now, and then you can assign that success to anyone.
What do you got?
I'd be rolling 2 dice. So
I'll just roll myself. So
okay, well let me see because I might.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, and then
it.
you can assign your success to whomever.
And that's a success.
So you make it just fine.
I did not get a success.
So you can
Then
pass
you-
your success
see?
off to him.
Yeah, there we go.
This is
So
why we
right,
did this.
right before you comically step on the rake that's gonna, Tony's like, "There's rake." He stops you before comic hijinks ensue. You all make it to the back portion. See the same thing. There's a nice wooden deck, grill, couple chairs, a sliding door with a screen door in front of it. A few windows, not like big windows, kind of like just a view from like the sink from the kitchen or anything like that. But that's the situation in the back.
All right. Well, do I see any signs of an alarm system?
Make me an investigate, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know about this area.
All right.
I'll assist you with it.
So you can get an extra die.
Okay. Because I'm losing a die due to.
Yeah, so it
Condition.
evens it out.
Yep. And no successes.
Okay. You're not seeing any telltale signs of anything.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check because usually, close to an entrance, you should have, any easy access to your alarm system. So
Right.
you come in, you do that.
Well, it's also the back entrance too. So
Point still stands. Yeah. You have something more centralized and figured there would be a chance that I might see the little blink, blink, blink on the wall.
yeah.
I'm gonna go try the back door, see if it opens.
Oh, that's where we were.
I mean, yeah, but
So
Still.
Physically
the-
try to open.
yeah.
yeah. So the sliding door, the screen door opens just fine because there's not really a lock. Nobody bothers to lock it. The glass portion is locked, and you can feel by the resistance that there's just like a latch on the door side. So my grandparents used to do this thing where they take like a big wooden stick
Mhm.
and jam it to like keep you from opening it. Not so much here. Basically, it's just like just the latch that normally comes with these particular locks.
Yeah,
That's why I just go, okay, please. Just, lean over, take the little tiny flashlight out, do one of these.
We'll call this a tinker, and it's going to be normal difficulty because something tells me you've done a few locks in your past.
Probably done a
I'm
couple in
adding
the
my
last
toolkit
week.
to it.
Yep.
So that would be, because it's 4, then 3, 2, lose 1 due to my condition.
So you're at 8, it sounds like.
Yep.
Destroy it.
Yeah. And there's 2 successes on that.
Okay. So not only do you open it, you get to pick any of the following bonuses. Give another teen 1 success or 1 die, which doesn't make much sense. Don't need to roll to overcome the same trouble again. You do it quickly. You do it quietly. You get new or unexpected information, which really doesn't make sense, or you show off.
No point in showing off. Now, this is just the first door. There's still another door after this one, correct?
Well, she opened so you've got the screen door.
Yep.
You got
Whatever.
a sliding
Now
glass.
you've got this sliding door. That's
Okay.
the only barrier between you and the interior of this house.
Because I didn't know if there was an actual door, not just
Gotcha.
this. Now, if I take the don't have to roll for this type of challenge again, if we find another locked door, I don't have to roll for it.
Yeah,
Is that what I'm hearing?
locked doors are no longer going to be an issue for you right now.
Let's take that one. I have a
Okay.
feeling that one might be a little more important than doing this quickly.
Okay, so you pop the lock. It takes a little bit of force, and there is a snapping noise of almost like plastic snapping.
Mm.
But you get in there, and you feel like as long as someone wasn't like in that actual same room
Mhm.
as you, then it was probably a non-issue. You now have access. You are now in what appears to be a combination kitchen dining room. It's sort of like a very open floor plan here. This kind of leads out to a deck where someone could have like a cookout or something like that, or they could grill food and bring it directly into the dining room
Yeah.
or the kitchen to wrap up their prep before they serve it in the dining room. There are doors that lead to a pantry and a door that seems to lead to maybe maybe like a downstairs, almost like a basement area, and a door that goes into the living area, which the light is kind of bleeding into right now.
So much hell-bent on ruining someone's day with injecting them with crazy chemicals. Upstairs or basement?
Basement.
Basement.
Yeah. What sci-fi movie are we in now?
Okay. You check the door to the basement. It's not locked. You open the door and there's a staircase. It's a little bit narrow, but it kind of leads downstairs into...
Are there lights on already down there? Like, do we see light coming from down there?
Yes.
I look upstairs like...
Okay.
So you make your way downstairs into this basement, and it's kind of a single file ordeal. Would you like to try to do this quietly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Same deal. If whoever's the sneakiest wants to go first, you have the potential to give people other successes.
I feel like those two should roll in case we...
I don't know. My sneak hasn't been
Well,
the best
everyone
lately.
go ahead and roll there simultaneously because it's
I only got one anyway.
one success. So Tony's able to get down there just fine.
I got one success.
Tristan's able to get down there just
Body
fine.
roll. Also one success.
Eddie got down there just fine.
None.
None? Okay.
And
So-
nobody had extras, right?
Yeah.
Nobody has
So-
Ugh.
You could mark a condition. You could mark your shame, or you can take the loss.
I'm going to save my shame,
Okay.
but I will mark a scared condition.
Yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
I'm terrified of this woman.
Yeah. You've seen what she's capable of and and you are the only female in this group.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're going to draw aggro real quick if she finds you. Yeah, absolutely. So,
No,
no. Okay.
I'll take the big L on that one.
All right. You all are,
I keep getting five.
Third step squeaks. Third step squeaks.
yeah.
So I
You-
step over
and
it.
you try.
Step
and-
over it.
Yeah. And you,
Third step.
and she tries to skip the third step, but it's so awkward going down 2 steps at a time that like she stumbles a little bit and makes noise. You all come downstairs to a finished basement. You see mounted to the ceiling this big, almost like silver orb, and a web of wires hooked to it, around it, all leading to fuse box. And it looks like the fuse box has been heavily modified with every single like fuse, like being able to try to.
So she
lead.
made her own electromagnetic generator is what it's looking like.
It certainly looks like that.
'Cause, you know, they teach us the basics of that in Cub Scouts.
Well, she was wearing a
That's
NASA shirt, so maybe she
lot
worked
of
for
copper.
NASA or the Flood.
Yeah. What was that?
She was wearing a NASA shirt, so maybe she worked either for NASA or she could have worked for the Flood.
Loop.
Or
Yeah,
Bloop,
yeah,
sorry.
look-
Bloop, sorry.
So yeah, that's fine. You've done enough tech work to realize some of these wires are extraneous. There's way more wires than there need to be,
Yeah.
but all of them are leading to the fuse box still.
Which means this could still have more output, or there's dummy wires. I don't like either of these options.
As you are kind of looking at this setup, and it's you can hear like a low hum. For this to be drawing so much power, it's actually pretty quiet. You do hear one noise.
Oh
As around the corner, there's basically like this quadcopter drone, and at 4 points, at like 90-degree angles from each other, are 4 syringes. Welcome to the extended trouble, everybody.
no. Oh no.
Oh, no.
You have found yourself in the basement of Adam and Annie Rock. You see some type of device being powered by an extreme amount of electricity. that you feel might be the cause of some of the issues that are in Princeton. And there is now a drone in here with syringes. It's everyone's worst nightmare. Well, some people's worst nightmare. I guess spiders still rank high for some. And we're going to be doing an extended trouble, which means you all have to obtain a certain number of successes to be able to fix this problem. And I'm guessing the problem you want to fix is like shut down this machine and not get poked with a syringe or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right. At least, shutting this thing down and resolving the thing it's doing.
Yeah. So you all will each get one action. Because there are 4 people here, you will need to get 12 successes total. Now, that being said, some of the things you do have like the bonuses that they give, which includes giving other people successes. So some of this stuff can like multiply depending on the type of skill that you're doing. So you are in this situation. You all can tell me what to do. And you can come up with any type of like, you can try to hunt the drone pilot down. You can try to take the drone out. You can try to...
I was going to say batter up.
Yeah.
So there's all these things that you could potentially do. Basically play to your strengths and tell me what you plan on doing. So...
Do I think I could potentially do a feedback on this thing to just pulse out an EMP?
So, like, hook the positive to the positive and just, like, fry it?
Theoretically, yeah, without killing us all.
So without killing you all without killing the person that's actually manipulating it, that would probably be the trick. Machines techniques. So I would let you either. So that would probably be a program what you're talking about, because that's going to be create and manipulate electronic devices. Now that's if you want to deal with electricity properly.
Yeah.
Now if it's machines and mechanical items, it's tinker. If it's technical items, it's calculate.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I can do either tinker or calculate really well.
Okay.
I don't think this has too many mechanical bits moving around on it right now.
Yeah, and you're electric wiring and stuff is something you haven't quite gotten to yet, and it scares the crap out of you.
But yeah, because
that's the one thing that can kill you, even if it's off.
Yeah, yeah.
Machines are fine if they're off. But...
Yeah, but no. So I have a feeling it's probably going to be calculate then.
Okay, so calculate's going to be technical items and stuff, and how to manipulate or destroy them.
And in this case, it's more like find the weakest link of the physical technical items.
Yeah,
and either find some way to remove it, destroy it, or access and manipulate it to just shut this whole thing down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or, basically find some way to interface between myself and it to, at minimum, get it to stop.
Yeah.
And if I can get it to do something cooler, like, shut down everything in the house, awesome. That's not really my goal, though. My goal is...
Yeah, kill it.
Pull the lever. Okay. Wrong lever!
Tony? What's going through your mind on this situation? Your brother's probably thinking, shut it down. You know him well enough to realize that he's probably thinking about that.
And probably already has 6 ways to do it.
Yeah. And Tony's immediate reaction is seeing this drone, and that it poses the most immediate threat. So he's going to try to take the drone out.
Okay. And that would likely be like force, which is going to be like you're fighting.
Yeah,
okay.
He's going to use his baseball bat and try to take it out.
Okay. Tristan.
All right. So, like him, I see an immediate threat, and I have a knife.
Okay.
So, and I don't really like the idea of getting too close to this thing, because, like, bat, you have a little more breathing room. Knife, I got to get all up on that. Yeah. So, I'm thinking I'm going to throw that knife at that bitch.
Well, yeah, and here's the other thing, too, is that it has to have a pilot. And it's probably got to be nearby, because I don't know if you can see any like cameras or anything on it.
And also with this much, interference with the stuff here, it's not gonna have
close
range.
Proximity.
Even with the tech
that's true. Like, are there any parts of the room that like I can't see immediately? Like any closed doors, corners? I
would allow you to do like an investigate as your check, and what that would do is like you could find other pieces of info that could help everybody else.
Mhm.
And if you do well enough with investigate, you actually are able to give 1 die to other people if they're able to use that information. So it kind of helps augment their rolls as well.
Okay.
In addition to you being able to get successes. So if investigate's cool with you, that
Yeah,
might be
I'll
it.
do investigate
Okay.
then.
Now, Willow.
I'm hoping to lead them.
Okay. So here's how lead works. Lead is that still counts success. Yeah. So what lead will do is you're kind of directing traffic. So yeah, you can do lead. Not only will you earn successes, but you can create a dice pool for everybody else to kind of pull from to help with their particular thing. So
Okay.
we'll go ahead and have Willow kind of direct orders too. And, Willow has kind of a connection with everyone. So, like, Eddy, figure out how to shut that thing down. Tony, keep that thing, swing away. And, Tristan, try to see if you can figure anything out here. So, yeah, go ahead and make your leadership roll.
Tristan, don't die.
No promises.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. You can mark a condition to re-roll all of your failed dice.
I also, if I can I use my shame here?
You can use your shame. That'll give you a bonus success. We can do that at the end here.
Okay.
But let's see what you're...
Upset.
Okay, so you're upset that you're in this weird dungeon
Yeah.
with a syringe drone.
I'm terrified of it.
Yeah.
Because you know what those syringes can do.
Me personally,
Okay.
I'm not a fan of needles, so this to me is a nightmare.
This is real bad.
But I'll also invoke my shame.
Okay, so what is your shame?
People look down on me because I'm a hippie.
Gotcha. You want them to know that you are a capable individual, and you are proving this by helping these people, your friends, figure out how to deal with this threat. You got 3 successes. In addition, you've created a pool of 6 dice that your friends can pull from when they are rolling their checks.
I'll mark that right here.
Okay. So the next thing that kind of makes sense is Tristan making like an investigate roll to see if he can find where Annie is or any other clues that might help anyone else. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll do my investigate. I'd like to mark my shame as well.
Okay.
Basically, lost my dad, don't want to lose anyone else.
okay, yeah, this is a good chance because you've seen what those. You've seen a patient that's done this. You don't know if there's a fix for it. Nobody needs to get stuck by
Yeah.
these needles.
Could I also take some dice from the pool?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's 6 dice in the pool.
How many
Your
guys?
fair share would be 2.
Yeah. Would you guys be okay with me taking 2?
I'm cool with it.
All right, cool.
All right.
So I think you've all seen me do this at my favorite games.
All right, that's 1 success,
Okay.
2 success,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and mark scared as a condition.
Okay.
Three success, and then the success from my shame.
Okay. So that puts you up to 4, correct?
Correct.
Now, the bonuses cap at 3. So what that means is that with your investigate, you get a +1 die to 1 roll with that information being used. So both of you will get an additional bonus die.
Okay.
You're able to find Annie hiding in the corner, like she's kind of got like this, like a wall where like the water heater is kind of like operating, and she's kind of hidden behind there looking through slats and stuff. And you find her and you call her out on it and start like, brandishing, knife at her. She kind of freaks out a little bit. So, Tony, you've got a haywire drone with syringes attached to it, and it's kind of like as Tristan came back here with a knife, like brandishing it, whomever. But yeah, that's the one interesting thing. He found the pilot.
He found the pilot. He's now harrying the pilot, which is causing Tony to be facing a knuckleball. He's just going to try to
Crank it out of the park.
Yeah, he's basically going to swing as hard as he can and try to hit this thing against the wall. Hopefully, it's going to fall down.
Okay.
Or hit something I need.
So, so you've got the bonus dice pool. You've got a +1 from the success that he was able to get. So
bat a plus anything?
It's not your iconic item, but you grabbed one from the trunk. I'll give you a +1 for the bat.
Okay. Gives me that. I'll take. You want me to take? You care if I take 2?
It won't stack with your Letterman jacket.
Nope.
So if you're using the Letterman jacket, it won't stack.
Then I'm not taking that.
Okay.
I'll take 1. I'll leave you 3.
Okay.
Which I won't be able to use all 3 because I have my 2 for my tool belt.
Well, that's the pool that she created.
Okay.
I'm leaving you 3 from the pool.
Okay, and I could still pull the 3 from the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Even with my tool belt and my toolkit. Okay.
Yeah. It's a different type of bonus.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm rolling 10 dice with only taking 1 of them.
Oh, it's the bat that doesn't stack with your jacket.
Right.
Okay, that was the miscommunication I had in my brain. Sorry.
No, you're good.
We got this.
And I'm going to burn my shame.
Okay.
Which is that our parents lost their jobs. Of course, Dad did because he's in and out of jail. But Mom also lost hers dealing with the stress, and that causes me to go into would be in another system a rage.
Yeah.
So channeling some anger.
Okay.
Wow, all those, and I whiffed.
Wow.
So, upset. I'm gonna do upset.
And how many conditions can we mark in a roll? Just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
That's better.
I see a couple there.
That would give me 3 with my shame is 4.
Okay. 4. Now that was force, correct?
Force, yes.
Okay. Any bonuses here? Yes. So bonus effect: give another teen 1 success or 1 die. So
Take a free success.
So well, you got enough to be able to actually give him 2 successes. What you've done is you've timed this so well with your hit, and you hit this drone so hard, it plows into an access panel and reveals some of the stuff that you were hoping to find before. He just saved you a step.
Hey, you remember how I said, hit it, either into the wall or something I need?
You're welcome! So, his successes actually have given you 2 free successes that I've already got.
How many did you have total?
Tracked here.
I had 4 total with burning my shame.
Okay.
If I give you 2 free ones, that puts us to 12, I think, already.
Yeah, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you're like 13. And you've got like a dice pull from...
Because I'm going to actually need to borrow dice.
Okay.
So, all right. So I'm doing calculate.
Okay.
So my calculate's a 3. Hang on. And then I have 4 in... 4 in tech. And then I have 2 for my tool belt, or my toolkit.
You've got 3 from the leadership.
Hang on, but before that, I lose 1 die from my my condition.
Okay.
But then I have 3 from the leadership.
Yep.
And then 1 from the investigate.
Yep.
And then the other was just 2 successes, so I'm not rolling dice on that.
Correct.
All right, so I have a dice pool of, let's see, it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dice.
Okay.
And I will be marking my shame in this as well because I'm not screwing around.
Okay.
Because, people always leave, but cars won't.
It's true.
I've worked with enough cars and enough loss to know where this is going.
Yeah.
All right, well, damn, that is a whole lot of 5s, but nothing. All right, at this point, I'm actually going to mark injured.
Okay.
Was I missing a
you're...
die? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. Yep, 12. I just didn't pull that one the way I should have.
You are, the electrical current in here, you're dealing with a lot of static. Like, you get close and it zaps you. You keep getting zapped to the point where, like, you can almost feel like your arm about to go numb if you keep on. But you've got to persevere and push through.
Exactly.
To be able to do what you need to do.
That's why I'm taking the injured and then reroll. Another one at least. Nope, that's still a lot of 5s.
Okay.
So I only had 2 successes plus the
your
extra
shame.
2 plus the shame. So that puts me up to 5 total
So
with the plus 2 you gave me earlier.
That's 15.
16. I should have upped the difficulty. You would have gotten the extremely difficult one. As you, Willow, you are directing traffic and maybe providing a bit of a distraction to Annie, who kind of has like this bloodlust against females.
Yeah.
Tristan capitalizing off of that and brandishing a knife and having her entrapped in this area. She's unable to threaten anyone with this drone, especially after Tony, rips it across the room and into this mechanical device that Eddy finally, at some expense to his own physical health, is able to create a feedback loop in such a way where the excess energy coming out of this fuse box probably browns out the city for a few moments and fries this particular device. There is certainly a smell of ozone, quickly followed by the sight and smell of smoke and fire in this basement as this thing catches. How will you all? Getting out of here is just fine.
We have Psycho in the corner here.
Right. How do you handle Annie Rock?
Well, we got people here who can restrain her, and
What's that say about witnesses?
Leave none. Or make sure they can't talk.
Do we really want to be like Dad?
No, not at all.
Good. That would suck.
Although we're kind of good at it, which is really sad.
And I just gesture with my one good arm. My left is just dangling right now, but I'm just like,
yeah.
You think you can take her?
Probably.
She's tall and slender, and like it wouldn't be difficult. She doesn't have much fight in her right now. And it seemed like brandishing the knife, that was like probably enough to do
I like
it.
to just intimidate her. I don't want to actually like baseball bat her.
Right. Well, she's thoroughly intimidated, and especially since like you're a barrier between her and getting out of this flaming house. You haul her out through the front door. Maybe someone
The
jumps
fire
on.
department's going to take a long time to get here because they're all out there at the other wreck.
Yeah.
You all maybe have the foresight to call 911 on the house phone here to tell them there's a fire at this address. Believe it or not, it's a pretty quick response time this time around. Yeah, they're just down the hill. I mean, that car pretty much smoldered out, and there wasn't anything anybody could do, so they kind of returned to the station. But
After we get out, and I know that 911's gonna call, I'd be like, "Can I get the keys for a second? I'm gonna go put my toolbox away."
Yeah. You put your tools away. Now that fire departments come out, like all the nosy neighbors are kind of peeking out, seeing what's going on. Police kind of come up as well. You all can make an attempt to explain what's going on. But it seems like an anonymous tip from Princeton Community Hospital came in suggesting that she had displayed some abusive behavior and had brought a weapon on the premises. So Annie Rock was already a person of interest, and she's going to be taken in for additional questioning. The fire is easily put out. They determine it's electrical. They cut the power off real quick and smother and take care of it pretty quick.
There's a little miniature helicopter down there that's got 4 more syringes on it too.
Okay.
Although it might be in pieces.
It might be burned.
And the chemicals would probably be gone too.
Yeah. They will investigate the scene a little bit. They'll probably run everyone off with the exception of Eddy, who they'll check. The paramedics there will kind of check out on the scene to try to figure out what's going on with his arm.
One.
Is it the same paramedic I was chatting with earlier?
Sure.
Hi.
He'll chat with you and try to figure out what's going on with the arm and reassure you that you'll regain feeling probably in a day or so. You just kind of fried the muscles, and they'll just take a little time to kind of realign.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Thanks. I don't need to cut it off then.
Yep.
Great.
Tony's probably sitting back in his car, like waiting to see what they're going to do with you, but he's away from the. Yeah. You will overhear them say something about how the police have found notes about something called a whore hijacker, codename WH. Okay. That seems to coincide with these syringes and stuff that were found. Both on site here, there were several of them still here, in addition to what they analyzed at the hospital. You will get some questions from the police about your. Well, actually, you get fewer questions from police about your whereabouts than you would think, because it appears that for whatever reason, the police knew that you were going to be up here because Adam Rock sent you up here to get some of his belongings for, an overnight stay at the hospital. Yeah. And, just so happened to come across this, apparently. So, Adam coming up with the cover story for you.
Love it.
So
he ruins everything.
Yeah, this one does at least. Not Adam Rock. Adam Rock seemed to do okay.
Well, definitely paying him a visit in the hospital tomorrow.
But the whatever had been affecting the city for the past week seems to have relented. You all come back to school the next day to find like 3 semi-trucks, kind of like full resupplying kind of the cafeteria area.
Pepperoni roll day. Pepperoni roll day.
The teacher, your homeroom teacher, makes her reappearance. Things start to get back to normal.
Gas prices finally go back to under $1.
Yeah, regular unleaded is now available for purchase. Everything seems to be right with the world yet again in Princeton, West Virginia.
Did his teacher drive all the way to Princeton, get close to the barrier, and then decide to turn around and go all the way back to Myrtle Beach?
Something like that. I don't know.
You could have been close by the entire time.
Get there. It's like, maybe we just go back to the beach.
Turn around. We're driving 8 more hours.
It's a sign. We've got to go back to the beach.
I like how
my vacation's not over yet.
Gosh. I really liked how it was like Willow was like, yeah, I'm so down for this. Why is this happening? And then she gets completely caught up in something totally different.
So that was, what was this one called? Loveful.
J104.5. Breaking news coming out of Princeton this evening. The Princeton Fire Department is responding to a house fire in the Hillcrest housing development. Sources are saying the house belongs to local comedian Adam Rock. It is unclear what the cause of the fire is, but witnesses report local and state police were seen taking a female from the scene in handcuffs. Neither police department has issued an official statement, though it appears the fire has been contained and possesses no additional threat to the neighboring homes.
The voice of Matt Carthy is Tyler of MNmaxed Podcast. Find out more at minmaxed.buzzsprout.com. Title and credit theme provided by Tabletop Audio. 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com. Additional music from Incompetech.com by Kevin MacLeod, used under Creative Commons Attribution 4.0.